You or your company is owed money and has not been paid. What are your legal options?
There are three components or elements to any collection case: liability, damages, and collectability.
If the money you are owed is considered a consumer debt, for example, the money is owed by an individual as opposed to a company, and is not considered a commercial transaction, be aware of the requirements of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act.
However, let's start with pre-lawsuit considerations and strategies first. I always say first, you got to take a look at your file. Do you have copies of all the relevant documents that give rise to your claim? Ask yourself, have you maintained good and accurate records?
Do you know what your documents actually say? Have you read them thoroughly to understand your rights? Most contracts contain specific requirements and provisions addressing your rights to collect in the event of default.
Another important preliminary step is conducting initial due diligence of your debtor. Do you know where your debtor still resides? If it is a person, does the person still live in Connecticut? If it's a company, is that company still located in Connecticut or even in business? There are free records that you can utilize to determine this information, such as the Connecticut Secretary of State or local land records.
In evaluating pursuing collection, a very important consideration is to understand what defenses, set-offs, or counterclaims can be expected. Does the debtor have a valid claim against payment? This may or may not affect your decision to pursue legal action.
You as the creditor should evaluate the cost of collection versus the likelihood of recovery and whether you will have the ability to seek the recovery of your legal fees.
There are certain collection steps you can take before hiring a lawyer, such as sending your own demand letter or attempting to negotiate a compromise with the debtor.
But if it turns out the debtor is ignoring you or claiming that he or she does not have the money, and you've determined that you still want to pursue this person or company to seek to recover your money, there are options in Connecticut.